Hello, and once again, welcome back to yet another episode of Power Partners. My name is Igor Voloshen of the Voloshen Law Firm. Today, once again, we have with us Glenn Eckstut, a financial advisor and life insurance agent, talk about a very important and interesting topic of long-term disability insurance. Glenn, welcome back. Thank you for joining us. Let's start off about what is long-term disability insurance. Because we very often hear about life insurance in many various different forms, but we don't often talk about insuring our paycheck and insuring our ongoing income stream. Mm-hmm. So maybe you could talk to us a little bit about what it is and why it's important and how it works.
Yep. Disability insurance basically is all about insuring your paycheck. I always say to people, you insure your cell phone, you insure your car, you insure your home. Hopefully you've insured your life. But have you insured your paycheck? There's actually many statistics out there, but I'm not going to guarantee it, but there's probably a better chance of you becoming disabled than passing away. The insurance companies out there that offer disability insurance will cover you in the event that you become physically ill or injured. The other major benefit of disability insurance is there are some companies out there that will cover you if you become mentally disabled. Some women, after giving birth, have postpartum depression or whatever, and they can be covered for that. That's just an example.
You mentioned something which reminds me that when I personally first looked into buying life insurance, the agent that approached me, more than 15 years ago said, well, did you ever consider buying disability insurance for your wife? And I looked at him and I said, why is that? And he said that old, adage that, women are sicker, men die quicker. And I thought that was quite ignorant of him, but I guess there are some statistics, in fact, that do show that during their lifetime, women have a tendency to, in fact, experience more long-term or short-term illness. Do you often work with women specifically who are interested in disability insurance, whether it's as a result of giving birth or other issues?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Men and women, many women professionals in different industries. I work with a good amount. Yeah.
Can you maybe tell us what kind of things long-term disability insurance is likely to cover if and when it's invoked and the policy comes into play?
The insurance company will cover you up to 60% of your paycheck. Okay. Usually disability insurance does require a physical exam, so you'll have to get a medical exam. But again, it covers you if you become physically ill or injured in an accident, let's say, or if you become mentally unstable for whatever reason, mentally handicapped for some reason. Some companies will offer it for a period of time, and some will offer it for the length of the term. Usually disability insurance can go to age 65, 67, or even up to age 70. 67 and 70 is a little more expensive than 65. Once you're covered, you have it. And there's actually a potential for you to increase the amount of disability coverage you have over time in your existing policy.
A question that begs me asking you, because I'm sure if it's in it was raised in my mind, this probably has been raised in the minds of many of our viewers, is how does the global pandemic of COVID-19, how did that impact the long-term life insurance policies and our effects, maybe things like long COVID and things like that? Have you seen any of your clients experience any kind of difficulties in obtaining their life insurance policies, their long-term disability insurance policies within the pandemic environment?
During the pandemic, there was a period of time where, I don't want to say if you were very healthy, but if you were somewhat healthy, the insurance company would suspend the medical exam up to a specific number. Some companies, it would be up to $1 million of coverage on a life insurance policy. Some would have it up to $2 million. I really didn't have much of an issue getting people life insurance policies or disability policies during COVID. Tough period of time, but yeah, actually more people than ever reached out to me during that time. They realized the value of life insurance and disability insurance.
What are the general requirements on income proof, and how does the company or how the companies usually determine your income stream. If you are not a traditional W-2 employee, and let's say you receive your income through a 1099, you're an independent contractor, or you receive distributions from your business, are there any different requirements for people who are non-traditional, 9 to 5 W-2 employees?
Yeah, so most of the carriers for long-term disability are going to want to see 2 years of tax returns. If you're a W-2 employee, then you can certainly provide your last 2 years and a recent pay stub. But if you're a business owner or you don't have a W-2, they're going to ask you for 2 years of tax returns, business and personal.
Thank you, Glenn, for joining us today. Once again, we have with us Glenn Eckstut, a life insurance broker and a financial advisor. We thank Glenn for joining us and giving us those very useful tips and sharing with us information about how a life insurance policy can be one of many instruments in your savings agenda, and how it can protect your family when and if you're gone. We thank you for coming, for talking to us. Thank you for joining us on this episode of Power Partners. You can always reach us at 215-437-7854 or at voloshenlaw.com. Glenn will share with you the information on how to contact him, and we will see you next time on another episode of Power Partners.
Thank you, sir.